It's season 2, episode 8 of From the Forest for the Trees, and I guess I can't see a good episode because of the forest and the trees, because honestly, I am not really digging season 2 at all. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. I've seen a lot of reviews saying that season 2 is picking up and it's getting better and we're reaching new heights in this show. I personally feel the opposite way. I feel like the show is going downhill, and I feel like the show has been going that way for most of season 2. I feel like after the opening 2 episodes, I thought the premiere was good. I thought episode 2 was good. Since then, for me though, it has been pretty damn average. Episode 6 was not bad, but it certainly wasn't as good as the hype that it got. And I feel like now we need something spectacular to happen in the finale in order to save this season. Nothing's going to make it better than season 1, but hopefully we get a big end to the season to try and redeem it and to try and salvage it. Because at the moment, every episode pretty much just consists of dreams, hallucinations, cop-out kills where they try and pretend someone's going to die, someone's going to, bite the dust, and then at the last minute they survive. And I'm just not into that. You do that once, fair enough. You do it twice, okay. But when you do it like 3-4 times an episode to every different character, it gets boring. It gets old quick.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. And yes, you're right with that. I don't like that. I feel like when they do it once, like you say, it's alright. But when it's actually the theme of the season, though. It's not a case of doing it 5 times. That, you see, if you would describe this season, that's exactly what I'd describe this season as.
No one relevant has really died at all, to be honest.
No, Tom the bartender's not doing it for me.
Tom the bartender is the biggest death of the season up to this point. And honestly, I mean, I think you'd be forgiven for not remembering his name.
Yeah.
Unless you were like an avid From fan and you watched season 1 like 10 times, you could probably forget Tom's name. Each episode, it's literally, oh, you think this person's going to die, this person did die, but oh wait, they were only dreaming, they're still alive. They've happened all, even when we left episode 7, the end of episode 7, you see Elgin in the bathtub. You believe that he's drowning. But is he drowning? No. Turns out that was just a dream. Spoiler alert, Elgin's still alive.
Now, the problem is, though, with that logic, I guess now, dreams could potentially be fatal as we eke towards the end of this season, so maybe that's the way. But I don't like that. I don't like the fact that they could die in their dreams. Yes, it adds a different element, but I like the whole argument of them seeing in front of us.
I think you're shooting an episode too early here.
No, because we've been seeing it throughout.
Well, who's died though?
No one's died, but Elgin actually woke up. He was like coughing, he was coughing up water. So he could have died if no one found him, that's my point.
It's cheap. I don't like it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Anyway, speaking of dreams, we start the episode. Kenny is in the kitchen talking to his mother. Suddenly the phone rings. The phone never rings. Is something interesting going to happen? Kenny picks up the phone. What happens? There's a muffled voice. It says, they touch, they break, they steal, no one is here for free. Here they come for free unless you stop the melody. Then hangs up. Turns out Kenny, there's like these mad bugs flying around. They land on his arm. He cries out and he wakes up. It turns out it was just a dream. It was just a hallucination or whatever. But he's actually got like a burn on his arm from where the bug landed. So I guess we're realising that maybe these dreams can cause damage, but up to this point, like, no one has been seriously hurt. No one has had a fatal dream. So for me, it's still a bit lame to constantly push these down our throat.
Yep, I totally agree with that, and that was an interesting line that the muffled voice said. It's the first time we've heard that saying, but to be honest, when I watched this episode, you could not make it out. It was so low and muffled, like literally as it says, muffled. Did you make it out first time? Because I didn't.
No.
Definitely not. But with Kenny, I just knew this was a dream. See, once the pot opened, man, it was a bunch of, like, what is it, cockroaches? Wait, I mean, what would you call them, man?
Locusts.
Disgusting wee locust bastards. I hate the creepy fucks. But I just miss the elements of, like, season 1 where they were trapped loads of times and you actually just felt like survival mode was kicking in. No, you're right. It's like, see when something does happen, I think it's a dream.
Yeah, see when anything, I just automatically think, it's going to be a jump scare. It's going to be a dream. They're not really in danger.
It reminds me of The Walking Dead when they're dealing with walkers in like season 9. You just know they're not going to die from it.
Yeah, so that happened then we move on to, we go to Boyd and Kenny. They're checking on Smiley's corpse. There's bugs all over the body. So, again, then the Donna shows up and the bugs are gone. So the bugs have just disappeared.
They couldn't have went anywhere, man. I'm looking all over the walls for these things.
Donna then says, right, that's enough, we need to burn this thing. No kidding, Boyd replies.
I think the problem with this, though, is it's like, we're in episode 8, they killed this guy at the end of episode 6. How long can you drag out this guy's body for? Come on. How did episode 7 literally just be like an autopsy on this guy? The pace is so bad, man. It should have been... This autopsy could have been done in the first 12 minutes of the last episode. The entire intro could have just been them getting this bile and just moving forward, but it seems like once something big happens in this season, they like to drag it out for the remainder of that episode and the next one and potentially the next one.
Yes.
It's even like when the house fell, that felt like it dragged out way too long. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Even though I like that, I actually like that. It's even like Boyd, he gets stuck in that well at the end of season 1 and he doesn't get out the well to the start of episode 2. Like, what the fuck? It's a well?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, you literally had the guy almost 2 full episodes trapped in a well.
Right, think a TV shows how much can happen in like 2.5 episodes, and yet all he does is sit in a fucking well? I mean, come on.
I feel like the reveal that Sarah killed everybody, it's like, I mean, that is like 4 episodes now, and what has really happened? Not a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like they haven't done much with that. Anyway, we move on to Victor.
It's like no one cares. There's been no fallout. It's just like, you're here, that's it.
We learn that Victor, he goes through some pictures that he had in his Muller's trunk, so we get some flashbacks and we see that Victor had a sister as well, and that his Muller was telling him and his sister to stay in the cellar, and she was going to go and try and rescue some people. Her Muller left, but his sister ran out after his mum as well, and Victor was left in the cellar all alone.
Eloise, don't go!
And that was pretty much it. So yeah, I guess that Victor's not only lost his mother, but he's also lost his sister. And I mean, Victor doesn't really talk about this. You never really see him mentioning his sister.
Yeah, it's like here, the whole time we thought it was his mother, but if you look to the left, his sister was there as well. It's almost kind of here, we'll put this in because he's this wee shady character, so maybe he's not mentioned the sister yet. I feel like that's a bit poor and just a bit cheap writing. I feel like... Do you not feel like that way, though? It's like they've literally just introduced the fact he's got a sister for the sake of it. Like, here, we might be able to get away with this.
But what relevance does it have? Whether he lost a sister or whether he's lost a sister and a mum, like, what
was it a case that he was trying to forget, that he's forgot this time he had a sister, but then when Ethan pulled out that toy that was in the jacket, that's when he caught on?
So why would he forget he had a sister but not a mum?
I don't know, because maybe that losing the sister hurt him more.
I don't know.
It's a weird fucking town, man.
They then pull out another picture and it shows that there's a tower that possibly could be the lighthouse that Boyd and Sarah seen. And there's also like pictures of children, so I don't know.
Right, so what do you think the connection is there, right? Because it seems like the potentially there could be children at this lighthouse. So what's going on? We're looking at like a paedophile ring here, or is that too far?
No.
So what?
No. Well, you give your opinion. I don't think the show's going down the paedophile route, like, but I mean, you're entitled to believe that.
What do you think it is?
Well, I don't think it's a paedophile route.
Take paedophiles over. What do you think it is?
I don't know, but I mean...
So children in white want help for adults because there's this big thing happening at a tower, and what do you think it is?
I don't know. What do you think it is?
Child slavery?
What do you think it is?
Adoption?
What do you think it is?
I don't know. I've no idea. That's what I'm asking you. I'm throwing ideas out there, and you're just shitting on them like a fucking bird on top of a tree.
Right, dead on.
What?
Yeah, so... That's what happens there. Tabitha thinks that maybe the kids that she sees are wanting to try and lead her to the tower. She thinks the kids need rescued, so all of a sudden the kids that she's been seeing in her dreams might be nice kids, they might be friendly kids, and might not be monsters. So that pretty much wrapped up the Victor and Tabitha shit there. And we also had Jade confronting Victor about the symbols, and Jade was
you didn't tell us you had a fucking sister.
Yeah, Jade's a little bit pissed, but I mean, whatever. So what did they? So what? What's Jade's fascination with the symbols?
I feel like Jade has went stale like a loaf of bread that's been out for 2 weeks recently.
He's done absolutely nothing in season 2. Done absolutely hee-haw in season 2. Really, really poor. Jade then asks Victor, don't you want to go home? Every little detail is important that could get us home. Why don't you want to go home? But Victor replies to Jade, this is my home. Then we see Jim and Randall. They're trying to get a drone to work. They fly it up and, I mean, I guess they can't get enough height on it. Randall then asks Jim more questions about people here and has he actually seen anyone die. He thinks it could all be staged. Jim isn't convinced. He's like, he knows people have died here, but Randall keeps asking him, have you seen anybody die though? Have you witnessed anybody die? Which of course the answer for that is no to Jim, because he has heard of people dying. He has been around people that's died, but he's not actually witnessed anybody die with his own two eyes.
Die?
He didn't see Tom die.
He did.
He didn't see Tom die. He could not. He didn't even see Tom. He could not see Tom.
Well, he fucking heard him die. I'm pretty sure he did see him die.
I literally just said 20 seconds ago he heard Tom die, but he did not see him die.
I'm pretty sure he seen him die.
No, he did not see him die. He couldn't see Tom from where he was.
I'm pretty sure he could.
He could not.
I'm pretty sure he could. I'm pretty sure he couldn't see the other guy.
He couldn't see any of them.
No, I disagree.
Oh my god. Alright, okay, I'm not going to argue. I know he couldn't see any of them. And if he could, then he would have literally just said to Randall here, no, I seen Tom the barman get ripped apart.
No, because in the show's history of them not telling people shit.
Oh fuck, he literally brought it up. Have you seen anybody? And Jim was like, no.
Yeah, but he could have just...
Jim brought up, what about that night underneath the house? And then the guy with Randall says, yeah, but did you see him die? And Jim was like, no. Because Jim didn't see it. He didn't
actually say no. If you actually rewatched the episode, he didn't.
Jim was trapped underneath. He couldn't see anybody.
They were all fucking trapped underneath.
Yeah, but fucking Tom could see the other guy. And the other guy could see Tom. Jim couldn't see anybody.
The monsters picked Tom just for convenient fact.
Jim was further underneath. He couldn't see anybody. Point is, Jim hasn't seen anyone actually physically die in front of him with his own two eyes. But then we see Randall. He goes to speak to Donna. He says, look, I know we got off on the wrong foot, but we're trapped in this town together. We may as well get along. There's no point for bad blood. Donna agrees, accepts his apology, accepts his truce. But then she finds herself tied to a tree at the end when Randall then tells Jim, we have a new plan. And that is the end of the episode. So it looks like Randall's got something in store for Donna. We know that Randall and Jim were planning on staying outside in the RV. Their whole point was, we'll stay in the RV when they're not expecting it, so we can see how they react. I personally didn't really get that. I mean, I thought that didn't make any logical sense to me. So,
just for plot purposes for them to go out here and then, oh look, I ran into Donna down here. That's what it was. But again, I feel like Randall's completely obsessed with the fact this has to be some mad experiment that everyone's in on. I mean, I get it.
Well, hold on, wouldn't you be annoyed if you were trapped somewhere and they were like, you couldn't leave? And you wanted to get your life back on track?
No, but he's taking to the next level, man.
What do you want me to do? Just sit there and not come up with any answers?
I think he's got the right initiative, but I feel like he's picking enemies with everyone there.
Yeah, I agree. Anyway, the forest for the trees kind of insinuated that we might be finding out something about the faraway tree, but we got nothing about trees in this episode. It was literally just the title. Yet there was nothing about the faraway tree.
The faraway tree's kind of been irrelevant for like 7 episodes.
Yeah, we also got to see Boyd and Kenny, by the way, burn the Smiley Man. So that happened. The Smiley Man's now no more. He's gone. He's done. He's dusted. Probably my favourite monster, so kind of sad to see him go. I think he was definitely the creepiest, but you know what? At least he played a big part or whatever, and that's him gone. So if they can kill him, maybe they can kill the other monsters. Anyway, that's the end of the episode. I've seen a lot of reviews like rating this highly, saying it was a great episode. I mean, I personally didn't feel that way. I thought it was an okay at best episode. Certainly didn't think anything special of it. In terms of rating, I am going to give it a 5 out of 10.
I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 as well. It just feels like one of those episodes setting up for the next episode, but did it really deliver in terms of a setup? Not really, so I'm going to give it a 5.
5 out of 10, guys, that's it. Let us know your thoughts down below. Catch you in the next one. Peace.